Tonight, a vague, viral TikTok trend is warning of school shootings, and it's causing a lot of concern, as you could imagine, nationwide. Those posts point to acts of violence that were supposed to happen today.
It's scary. You know, police say that at this point, there is no evidence that the threats are credible. But law enforcement in Shelby County, they did step up patrols today at schools as their investigation into these threats continue.
I mean, you have to. You have no choice. Fox 13's Mandy Rock is live in Memphis for us. Mandy, some of these videos have been shared thousands of times, you found out.
Yeah, that's right. They have. And it just takes a quick search to find hundreds of those videos on TikTok warning of acts of violence in schools today. Although there are no direct threats to schools in the Mid-South, both the Memphis Police Department and the Shelby County Sheriff's Office said they're taking extra precautions.
We need to ask our children, you know, what do they think, what's going through their head.
As a mother of 6, Kiana McGahey is familiar with threats of violence against schools. That's part of the reason she decided to keep her kids at home this year.
When they first got in school, I saw the shooting with the student, and you know, after they seen it too, they was kind of scared. They was like, I don't want to go to school, so I decided to teach them at home.
Now, warnings of school shootings are going viral on TikTok.
Look up December 17th, 2021.
Here's an example of a video warning of violence supposed to take place on December 17th. The warnings are vague with no specific location, but they've been shared and seen thousands of times.
Well, the majority of what we're seeing is based from social media sources, and we treat every one of them just like it's a valid threat.
Lieutenant David Ballard with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office said he's not aware of any specific or direct threats against schools in Shelby County, but officers were sent to patrol schools across the area Friday as a precaution. As law enforcement investigates where the threats came from, Lieutenant Ballard urges people to engage with their children and check their social media.
Just like we say, if you see something, say something. If you hear something, say something. Because, you know, under TCA, there is a provision that if you do know of a school threat or threats of violence, you have a duty to report that to the school and to law enforcement that covers that school.
And I also heard back from SCS about the threats today. They sent me this statement. It reads, "We are aware of threatening social media posts circulating across the country. While no specific school has been named, local law enforcement and SCS security are investigating the post. As extra precaution, more officers are on SCS school campuses to ensure the safety of all students and staff." Live in Memphis, Mandy Rock, Fox 13 News.
Thank you so much, Mandy. You know, schools across the country are responding to these threats that have been posted on TikTok. At least 6 states are strengthening security measures at their schools after the posts were made about possible school violence. We're talking about shootings and bomb threats. The threats followed the Oxford Township, Michigan school shooting from last month where 4 students were killed.